Prince John, wake up!
Hello. Who are you?
I am Maleficent, the most evil villain on all of the land.
Why did you break into my bedroom, my royal chambers?
I was disgraced by the Mad Hatter, who did not invite me to his tea party. I don't like not being invited to things.
Well, we don't have any tea.
But I did manage to sneak away a couple of tasty brews from his party, and I left a curse. All his tea is now decaffeinated. It seems like you already had some plans, Prince John. What are these things in front of us?
Oh, I'm just working on my autobiography.
Oh yes, how Robin Hood continuously foils all your plans, and you never succeed at anything.
Bastard. And you see I laid out your story as well.
Yes. Ah, Aurora. I don't like her. This looks neat. It looks like a game of some sort. Maybe we should combine it with these brews I procured.
It's not a game. It's real life.
You're right. We have to practice our plots so we can become better villains.
The Mad Hopper from Choas Mountain Brewing from Callaway, Virginia, is an American IPA. It is brewed with 6 varieties of hops. After fermentation, it is dry hopped, giving it that wonderful citrus aroma. The full flavor offers just the right amount of bitterness and great citrus hop nose that makes you come back for more. It is 6.7 ABV and 55 IBUs.
Cheers. We just had the Mad Hopper from Choas Mountain Brewing from Callaway, Virginia. What did you think of it, Prince John?
That was not enjoyable.
It is not your type of beer?
I am going to have my guards kill whoever brewed this beer.
It was the Mad Hatter, I told you. So this beer is a rather bitter brew. It has 6 different varieties of hops and is dry hopped after, and it just seems like they're overcompensating with the hops. It doesn't seem balanced to me.
Yeah, it's bitter, and that's just about it.
It is very bitter.
Like
very
your soul.
Bitter, like my soul. It's very unfiltered. You can see the particulates floating around, probably some hop resin as well. If you are a hop fan, this is probably up your alley. But I prefer my beers to be a little more balanced. On Untapped, I would probably give this a middle-of-the-road 3.
Yeah, I would give it a 2, probably. This is not something that I would likely pick up, but it is a beer.
It is a beer, and we like beer.
Yeah. Well, Maleficent, I have a bit of a confession to make.
Yes.
I'm not actually writing an autobiography.
I figured. You never learned to write.
Wow, that was rude. Rude.
I joke. Yes, this looks more of like a game.
This is a game.
Yes.
This is Villainous. Disney's Villainous, in fact, by Ravensburger Games.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. In Disney's Villainous by Ravensburger Games, 2 to 6 players take on the role of villains throughout the Disney Empire. You'll try to complete a unique objective to each villain. On your turn, you'll take your marker and place it on a location. You will then take that location's actions in any order. Watch out, though, as some of your actions may be covered up, and you'll be unable to take them. There are 8 unique actions to this game. Gaining power allows you to gain money, essentially, that you'll be able to use to buy cards and allies and abilities. You'll be able to play a card from your hand using that power. Some of the cards you may get are item cards, which will affect the power of that location. You may also have an effect card. For instance, this one is gain a power for each hero in my realm. I have a lot of heroes.
Yes.
Fighting a lot of people.
You do. Delegation.
And then you also have allies, which will fight on your behalf. Speaking of heroes, when you take the Fate action, this little cloud with the lightning bolt, you get to draw the top 2 cards of an opponent's hero deck, pick one, and place it on their villain track.
Right.
This can cause certain actions to become unavailable to them, being very strategic and very take that.
Exactly.
As it were.
In a multiplayer game, sometimes it ends up being very cutthroat.
Exactly. One person's getting ready to win, everyone might gang up on you.
Just
watch out.
Just like villains do.
The final unique action is the Vanquish action. So you can use the Vanquish action when you have allies and items facing up against a hero on the same spot. You will compare powers. So for instance, we have 7 power here and 5 power here in Robin Hood. The allies would win, and Robin Hood is defeated. Goes back into his forest where he deserves to be.
This is obviously a game you've never defeated Robin Hood before.
What is that supposed to do?
It's also important to note that even though your allies may fight and defeat a hero, they are also discarded when used in a battle.
Correct.
Do not cry, Prince John. I am the most powerful Disney villain, and it is very difficult to defeat me, even in a simulation such as this.
Oh, some bull.
You whine all you want. My curses overtook your power. We just played Villainous by Ravensburger Games. If you could speak over that thumb in your mouth, what did you think of it, Prince John?
You know, for it being a Disney game, this is surprisingly deep.
I was also pleasantly surprised by that as well.
Yeah. At first it looks, the mechanics of it are very simple,
Yes.
right? Go to space, take those actions.
Exactly.
Right? The intricacies come where you have an objective, your opponents have different objectives, and you're trying to keep track of yours, but also keep track of theirs. There's a lot going on.
Yes, it's quite the balancing act.
Yeah. Even though you begrudgingly beat me, I do think that your character is one of the hardest to play.
Yes, it requires skill and intrigue and evil.
I do think the other characters are great. I don't think I could play this at any more than like 3 though.
I agree. We've played at higher player counts, and this game can get bogged down quite quickly.
Yeah.
I feel if you're playing with a bunch of experienced villains, perhaps the game would move more smoothly, but I feel like it adds a lot of playtime, hours of playtime, to put the video larger.
It adds a lot of unneeded time, because there's a lot of time between turns.
Exactly.
Exactly. The components are fine.
Yeah. I like the presentation.
Yeah.
The quality of them. I mean, these miniatures are fine. I like how they are iconic instead of like
Actual
right
miniatures.
This is a neat idea. It's a little cheaply done in little paper coins, but I mean, it's a neat visual.
Yeah, but for a $30 game,
Sure.
it is what it is.
It is.
I think that the boards could have used a little bit of
More heft.
yeah. They feel cheap.
Yeah, I can see that. I do like the artwork on it.
Oh yeah.
And I like how it has like little nods to the movies, like with quotes from the movies. I like the designs on the cards. The cards themselves are okay. They're unfinished. They just have a regular plastic coating. No cushion finish or anything. But for $30, a 6-player game with this much depth, I think it's fair. It's fair.
What would you give it on Board Game Geek?
On Board Game Geek, I would give this game a 7.5. I like the game, I like the intricacies of it, I like how each character plays completely different. I just feel like the more people you have, the more bogged down it gets. Playing at 3, fantastic.
I'd probably give it a 6.5. I think one thing that could take this game to the next level is it's just the components for me, honestly. The game itself is great. It's very easy to pick up, very easy to teach somebody how to play. The strategy there, it seems pretty easy to figure out, especially with some of the heroes. Some of the other ones are a little bit more difficult.
Right. Like, Prince John would be a good starter hero because he's very straightforward.
Correct.
You get the power, you win the game. But
Correct.
someone with Maleficent, where you have to also balance locations, can be a little more confusing.
Exactly.
But yes, I think if we play this enough, maybe one day we'll be able to defeat our nemesis.
You know, Maleficent, I really could use more gold to go into my sack.
That might have helped you in this game that you just lost. Well, I'm willing to help you. I can use my magic to create more gold from you.
Oh, yeah?
But it will require some subscriptions.
Thanks as always for watching. Links to our Untapped and Board Game Geek profiles are below.
Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our bi-weekly podcast.
And remember, good games,
Good beers, great times.